Dynamic components are a missing piece in WordPress Page Builders. Even Bricks does not have them yet. What are dynamic components? It's a styled visual component made of HTML and CSS that is designed in a central place, can be used multiple times while having individual content. The important part is the dynamic here. Even after adding the component in multiple places all over your website, you still can edit the origin component template and all instances will get updated. It's almost like a custom post type with custom fields, but on the component or element level. Pinegrow comes to the rescue. The hybrid blocks you can create with Pinegrow, which are native blocks, are exactly what the idea of dynamic components mean. You have the native real-time experience in the block editor, while your template stays in sync globally. Let me show you in this video where I built a dynamic card component. Let's create a new project. Let's close the sidebar first and then a new project for a plain HTML. Let's save. We will make a plugin here. Let's use as block type the hybrid block type. That's exactly what we want, because this allows us to change the HTML and CSS later on without the need to recover the blocks later. And also we will add this allow using inline SVG image. You will see in a minute what this means. Save settings and save. Okay. Now let's start building our block component, but before that we will add automatic CSS to our project. That can be done like seen in the first video of this series by using the generated automatic CSS file. The path is your URL, then wp content / uploads / automatic, I think CSS, and then automatic.css. Let's test if this file is found. Refresh. And the automatic CSS is here. We can see the classes here. Okay. But we will lock it so we don't make changes here. That's one thing. The second is we will not use the global CSS file here for the stylings of our blocks, but we will use one file per block. So let's create a new file. We will use it my card, and because we will see the stylings here inside of our canvas, we will drag it from here to the canvas, and as you can see in the code, the style sheet is added here. That's for our styling here in this place, but if we create the block, we need to insert this CSS file also inside of the block configuration. Now let's create our card. First I will add a section here, because the formatting will be a little bit nicer. And here we will add an div grid 3 and gap of m. Inside this we will have our card, my card. I saved this because this is the root or the prefix for our BAM classes. Yeah, maybe we just use utility classes from automatic CSS here because that's faster. Let's see. I will drag this whole thing here in the canvas, and as we can see now in the structure, we have a section with an inner div, and there is the grid with our card div here inside. That's one, and we will make this card as our dynamic component or as our WordPress block. Okay, now we have to add the structure here, and for the card we will use div.myCard media and div.myCard content, or let's say body. Inside the body we will have a h3 and a paragraph with a little bit of text. Now we use this and drag it here inside of the card. That's what we get. Let's zoom in here. Okay, let's add an image to the media here. It's just for the preview, so we can style it. So let's drop it inside here. And now let's create a class for this image. We will name it my card image. Great. Now we have to select where we want to add these styles. We use my card CSS. Okay. And let's make a little bit of styling here with 100%. What's that? The overflow, no, the aspect ratio 16:9. Object fit cover. I think that's it. Let's go to the my card and create an CSS class for that. My card and a padding inside of the body. Okay. Why the heck is the image? Let's save and refresh the canvas. Okay, now it's working again. Display flex. Okay. Oh, we don't need display flex really. But anyway, we will go to the card. Okay, and overflow hidden. Okay, that's working. Let's give the card body a background color. We can go here and right click and use the CSS variables also. Then we don't have to type, but there are a lot of them. So go here, create CSS rule, create. And now we can make this a background color. Base, ultra light. Now let's go here and create our dynamic component, aka Gutenberg block. Unique ID is my cart. Block type is using project settings. We can leave it as is. First, let's add the CSS, my cart CSS file here. That's this one, which holds our cart stylings. The advantage is the styling is only loaded if you use this block on a page. If not, then these styles are not loaded. That's a good thing because it makes the pages as slim as possible if you use this method. Okay, the editor style again is the complete URL of our generated automatic CSS. You can ignore this error message here because it's because of this absolute URL, but it will work. Okay, then we go to export and let's take a look here and the page if we can add our new block. No, we cannot because I have to activate our dynamic components plugin, which we've exported a minute ago. So activate it. Now go to pages, edit, add a block, and now here we can see our cart. That's it. I will update it and take a look here because what's wrong here with this it's this display block thing with images. That's not a problem here. We can go back to Pinegrow. Let's close this and go to the image here, styling. Let's remove the automatic CSS stylings from this panel here by clicking to this eye. This will just remove it here because we don't need them to see here. We just want to see our custom stylings. Now let's add the display block here. Okay. Cart body will get padding. Now we can go and make this flexible. Let's go to the WordPress panel here and choose first the image because we want to make this editable. Add an attribute. Attribute ID is just image, title image, the rest is okay. Go to the headline or the heading and also choose block attribute, title, and same for text, block attribute. That's it. Save, export. Now let's go to WordPress again. Edit page, and if we click now, we can see the content is still there, but we can click and we can edit. Now we can choose an image from WordPress. And this is how it looks in the front end. Okay. Edit page. Now we can add another card. And again, the starting point is the defaults that we have created inside of Pinegrow, but we can easily change it. Okay, let's choose a better image size here. Okay, now we can use these cards everywhere on the page. And what is if now something should be added to this structure? So let's take a look. We just can go to our blog here and change the structure by maybe adding an icon here. Let's add an image, just a very small one. Now it's working. The image is here. We will make it a blog attribute. Icon. That's it for now. We just have to style it. Create the class. Width of, let's say, same for the height, and save. Export the plugin, go back here, and let's take a look. And as you can see, every card, every instance of the card now has this icon, which is an image for now, but in the plugin settings, as you can remember, we activated this edit SVG button here. So now we can just use or paste an SVG code here, or on this one option. But if you have some SVGs, then you can use this. Okay, go here, remove the image, select image, icon. Okay. That's how you can create hybrid blocks with Pinegrow, which are dynamic components as we like them.